Now let us discuss about how to handle the numeric data in a Java program. Once we have got a string through text type graphical user interface component, for example the JText field, and we intend to use it as a numeric value, first of all we have to convert it into numeric data type. For example, we have got a JText field and the user inputs 1, 2, 3 in the given JText field. Now this 1, 2, 3 seems to be a numeric value, but internally Java treats that value as a string, not a numeric value, because it has been entered in a JText field. So we need to parse or convert the string object into an integer value if we wish to store it in an integer variable or data member. Actually, Java does not have any numeric input component. All inputs are processed in the form of string object. The user is entering the information into the text field. That data comes in as a string. We need to parse or convert these strings into workable types such as an integer or double or long. Then accordingly, once the process of conversion takes place, then accordingly these values may be used in the program. A common need is to convert strings to numeric values. Once these are converted, we can manipulate that value like any other primitive data type. For example, the int or byte or short, etc. To convert a string, we use a wrapper class. Every primitive data type has an associated wrapper class. These wrapper classes allow us to treat primitives as objects. In addition, these classes contain methods that permit manipulation of these objects appropriate for the required data type. The following list shows the mapping from primitive data type to the wrapper class. In almost all cases, the wrapper class has the same name as the primitive data type with the first letter capitalized. For example, we have the byte data type and the associated wrapper class is byte. The difference is here in case of wrapper class, the first letter is a capital letter. B is capital letter here in case of wrapper class, and if it is a data type, primitive data type, then small b is there. Same is the case in short, then integer, then long, character, float, double, boolean. In all cases, the name of the wrapper class starts with the capital letter, byte, short, integer, long. Note the difference that first character is capital letter, float, double, boolean, and these are basically the primitive data types. Now, how to use the methods associated with the wrapper class? Suppose we have a variable of data type byte. Now, the user has input the string in the given JText field. Now we want to convert that value into byte, so we have to use the b by t byte wrapper class. Under that byte wrapper class, we have a method namely parse byte, which actually converts the string into the byte data type. For example, we have an integer variable and the user inputs the string into the given JText field. Now we want to convert that string into integer, so we have to use the integer integer. Note that I is capital. Integer dot parse int. Actually, integer is the wrapper class and parse int is the method of the class integer, which actually converts the string into integer data type. Now let us take an example. We have four variables here: int A, float B, double C, long D. Now we know that all these int, float, double, long, all these are numeric primitive data types. We have declared A of data type integer, B of data type float, C of data type double, D of data type long. Now suppose we have got 4 text fields and the user inputs the integer value in the first text field, float value in the second text field, double value in the third text field, and a long value in the fourth text field. And now suppose we want to perform some calculations on these values. As we have discussed that all the values are being entered into the text fields. So all these values will be treated as strings. As we want to perform some calculations, so all these string values must be converted into the appropriate data types so that calculations could be performed. So we have to write here A is an integer value, so we have to write it A equals to integer dot parse int jtext field dot field 1 dot get text. First text field, under the first text field, in the first text field the user has input some integer value, but that value is being treated by the Java as a string. Now that value, first of all we have to extract that value. That will be done with the help of the getText method. Now that value needs to be converted into integer one. So we will be using the integer, integer, note the capital I here, integer, which is a wrapper class, and under that wrapper class we have a method parse int, which actually will convert the string into the integer and it will be assigned to A. In the next line we have written B equals to float dot parse float jtext field 2 dot get text. Now in the second text box user inputs some float value, for example 7.52. Now that 7.52 seems to be a numeric value, but actually Java treats that as a string because that is being input in the jtext field. So that value, first of all, that value needs to be extracted from the given text field, and that will be done with the help of this jtext field 2 dot get text method. This is actually get text method. Now that value is a string value which is required to be converted or parsed into float, and that will be done with the help of the float dot parse float. Float is the name of the class, and parse float is the method which actually converts the string into float. Same is the case with the doubles and longs. In the next video lesson we shall design a Java program where we shall be using the wrapper class so that the conversion is, or the strings are converted into appropriate data types.